Hey everyone, it's Frame225. I'm here with another playthrough of one of my RageFest submissions. This time it's my RageFest 4 submission, Emblem Warriors. Now at this point I was kind of moving away from the whole always induce rage, always have random character appearances, always have the tactician name be used for something. It's not used for something in this hack, unfortunately. So this chapter is called Emblem Warriors, and the name alone should probably give away the entire gimmick of the chapter. When I was making this, I was way into Hyrule Warriors at the time. I really liked that game. Looking back, it can kind of get a little boring if you sit down and play it for too long. But, yeah, Hyrule Warriors was nice, the first Warriors game I had ever played. So I decided to base a Fire Emblem chapter around warrior-style mechanics, which ended up kind of working better than you might expect. I mean, it was a bit of a hassle to set up an event assembler and everything. And, you know, the plot that I came up with, it's a standard Frame225 plot. So, you know. I'm just gonna scroll through the dialogue while explaining the chapter. The idea here is that there are several bases scattered around the map, and, each base has a boss unit, and if you kill that boss unit, you take control of the base. On every fourth turn, every base that you don't have spawns enemies. I wanted the bases that you do control to spawn player units, but that wound up being impossible because there is a cap of 20 NPC units. The NPC units have a cap that low, but the enemy units, they have a cap of 50. The player units have a cap of 50. Even though you never select that many at all in the entire series of Fire Emblem. Excuse me. So yeah, spawning neutral units to help the player was impossible, but enemy phases in this chapter I've noticed can get very long if you don't use turbo. So I guess extending them even further with a neutral unit phase 2 would have been very, very painful. And if you lose any of these bases, by the way, they can spawn enemies and threaten Elliewood, who you're supposed to protect. You know, someone actually did make a Marcus Twitter account after the Marky Joe video of this came out, but I don't imagine it was used for anything funny. And Marcus here explains what I just told you. And now I steal a joke from that one Fire Emblem 1 Let's Play that was on Something Awful for a little while. Unfortunately, I believe real-life obligations forced that LP to stop, which is unfortunate because it was really funny, but he only got up to the 4th chapter. Same guy also did something for Final Fight at the time, and I should probably link that because of how cool it was. Alright, so we've got our player units. Everybody knows that Rebecca and Lowen are totally the people that you absolutely want to use in Fire Emblem 7. Yep, even though there were two perfectly good other units in Lin mode already, those being Sane and Will. Yeah, Will actually wasn't that good either, but whatever. I make the obvious Dorcas joke. And I think you know, some of the jokes in this, I kind of think that I drag them out a little bit too much, like this bathroom joke. The joke is that throne rooms are bathrooms because what do you do when you go to the bathroom? You sit on your throne. That is actually a lingo that I learned from a certain MMO that I used to play back in the day. I won't say what it is. You can probably look at my channel and find out for yourself, but after that experience, I never want to play an MMO ever again. Like, early MMOs were just... they're not good. We dealt with them because that's all we had in terms of MMO stuff. You know, I do wonder if glaring like that hurts. Anyhow, there are a few specific moves that you have to make on the first couple of turns if you want it to go smoothly. So, first we move Lowen all the way down here. Character stats are basically the same as vanilla, except for Marcus here. Very interesting. He seems to have all of his stats capped well above the maximum. Interesting. I'll just leave Rebecca here. Like, who uses Rebecca? Does anybody actually use Rebecca? Well, I did in my Archer-only playthrough of Fire Emblem 7. Yeah, that was painful. That was very, very painful. I didn't even finish. I should also include some more joke variety, because several axe puns all at the same time, very unacceptable. I just rapid fire them over and over again. It's actually making me laugh now, and I'm the guy who wrote it. Is laughing at your own joke, like... Yeah, I can't find the word for it. Oh yeah, I did this stupid thing where I tried to link every single Fire Emblem submission, Ragefest submission rather, into one big continuity. Like, I wrote a timeline, and it was kind of silly, but I think it was also kind of cool. But yeah, fitting them all together is like trying to fit Metal Gear Acid into the Metal Gear Solid timeline. Like, what was that, a card game or something? I don't remember. And I owned Metal Gear Acid for a little while before selling my PSP. Anyhow, I should stop talking about unrelated stuff, because we're actually playing now. So what you want to do here is, I'm going to move Marcus up here. You want to move Lowen down here. These moves are very specific, by the way. You want to trade the steel sword onto Lowen, because he's going to trade it onto... Well, first he's going to get hit by a bolting here. Oh, he's going to dodge, actually. He usually gets hit there. Of course, these two show up. So, I just stated that every 4 turns, enemies spawn out of the bases that you don't capture. But the first time they spawn, they do it regardless of whatever bases you capture. So there is a way to capture that base with Aeon on it on the first chance that you get, like on this next turn. But mages are gonna still spawn from it. I don't even know why I did that. And of course I have a long and drawn out reference to Matthew's Nightmare here before I can actually tell you what you're supposed to do here. So normally killing Aeon on the first turn here, well the third turn rather, it leaves Matthew too vulnerable to the mages that spawn. So what you actually want to do is trade Matthew the steel sword from Lowen. This will allow him to kill Aeon in 1 turn. But first things first. And then this cleric spawns. The cleric is actually pretty useful because her physic has a minimum range of 5. So you can actually get healed that way. And then you want to rescue Matthew. Marcus cannot be damaged by the mages that eventually spawn, so this is very good. In fact, you could probably just leave the mages there. They'll constantly try to kill this cleric, but they can't because the cleric's res is too high. So enemies are going to spawn. I will arrange my units like so. Lyn is actually very good. One of the weaknesses of this submission, I feel, is that in order to, like, recreate the Warriors style of mowing down tons and tons of enemies with single characters, I made them all into brigands so that, like, Lyn could mow down tons of them on the enemy phase. Oh, Marcus actually got hit by a mage here. Why are they going after Marcus? They normally go after the cleric. I don't get this game anymore. So yeah, after Marcus enters at least 1 battle, all of his stats drop back to the caps. This is just something that happens in the engine, and I decided to take advantage of it because I am a silly person. So let's make sure these mages stay where they are, as we get rid of the enemies as quickly as we can at any rate. And Sarah's got a physic that's very good considering how wide and open this map is. Let's see, I wonder if I can get Lyn to mow down all these enemies. First we're gonna put these guys over here. Dorcas can 1-round this archer. That's pretty good. These enemies are very slow. Oh, That was very unlucky for Oswin to get hit there. Lynn's just barely weak enough to not one-round these guys. So let's see here. What turn is it? I want to know what turn it is. 5. That's alright. There are very specific turns you want to actually capture certain bases. Also, that was a crit when you didn't need it. Oh boy, what do we do here? First we get rid of that guy. He's the most dangerous right now. Get rid of you. And Dorcas can only take 1 hit, so we'll let him stay there. Let's see, nail you. And you. And you too? No, you'll live with just a... You'll just barely live. Marcus can get rid of this guy, that's good. Maybe I can pull him out with Sarah. He's probably gonna get healed. So now it's turn 6. Well, when player face comes back, it'll be turn 6. That was extremely lucky, actually. 1 hit point. Unfortunately, that puts Dorcas out of commission regardless. Because the only way to really get healed in this map is either by Sarah, or you sit on a fort for a good long while. That enemy is probably going to just pull back and heal. You've really got to take advantage of enemies spending time healing. Also, I made it so you can't rescue any of the captains. I accounted for that. So let's see here. Can we get in there and trade? Trade equip. Yeah, that's good. These doors don't open until you actually take the base, by the way. And this door won't open until later on in the chapter. So I think it's safe to just get rid of these mages now. Keeping them around doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's now turn 7. On turn 8, enemies spawn. Which means we've got to get rid of this guy now. We can actually get rid of both. You only need to capture one of them, but I'll do the extra credit just for you guys. Alright, this is going good. Heal him back up. I think I want to start moving Matthew over towards this side, because there's an event that happens on the next turn after you take one of these bases. And that event is this. The most feared units in all of Ilia must be archers. Yeah. Yep, mage versus archers. That's how that works. Ooh, this is probably the funniest joke in the whole thing. If only I could find a woman willing to give me a chance. Hey, you remember this person? I debated on whether to use Hannah or Niime from Fire Emblem 6. But Niime wouldn't make much sense, I don't think. Hannah makes a lot more sense, even though this isn't supposed to make sense at all. Alright then. So now you've got to, like, save Urk and Sane, basically. That's the idea. You've got to save those guys somehow. Sane can actually handle this situation rather elegantly. Oh, that was a bad turn to... That was a bad turn. You don't want to do this on turn 7. Okay, lesson learned. Don't take these bases on turn 7. Take them on turn 8 or higher. because then you have double the units to deal with now. So yeah, that's a thing. So we'll just sit Sane there. We should probably get somebody up there to go and help him, because Sane is actually pretty good. Let's see if we can pull one of the enemies out. Marjorie needs to be healed too, so he'll do that. Now that lockpicks work on those doors, though, I suppose we could, like, try and break through to get to him. And the idea with the archers here is that if they make it to this ballista here, then they're going to shoot out this captain, and then enemies will spawn from there and attack Elliewood. So yeah, that's a very silly trap that I put in myself. I am very good at stupid, silly traps. Alright, so Urk dodged. That's good. He needs to dodge as many of these as possible in order to survive this onslaught of archers. I guess you could say it's a... How many misses is that so far? 3 at 77? Like, are you kidding me? Sane's not going to survive that now. Okay, he could pull back and use a vulnerary, I guess. Now only one of them is going to hit him, I guess. I could distract another one here, hopefully. Marcus has got a door key, so he can go through that door. 8 and 16. At least the Slim Sword deals with these guys well enough. Only Bartry needs to be healed, so... Yeah, I'll do this. Dorcas and Oswin basically need to heal, because they can't heal without Sarah. Let's see if we can break through that door and get to Urk once he's done with all of the archers. And Lynn will have to deal with all of those brigands by herself. That's not a problem, she can handle it. I wonder if it would be useful if Rebecca got to the ballista. Oh well. Taking advantage of the enemy retreating when they're at low health is probably really important to this chapter. Alright, let's see if Urk handles these guys. He's gotta dodge, and he does! Oh yeah, and Hannah's got a physics staff, so that's going to be annoying. At least the forts are decent enough at healing, because they can do it quickly. Guess I better just pull back and heal. Can they reach him? Yeah, they can. That's unfortunate. Sane, you go over there. Open up the door. Now I've got a new problem. How did this enemy get so much attack power? Attack 10, res 4. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Let's see here. This is very, very dangerous. Maybe if I just put everybody on a force tile, everything will be alright. That's how you get ahead in regular Fire Emblem, though, right? Just put everybody on force tiles. No, don't want to move them in range of the archer. Matthew's almost up there, so as long as these... Oh, they're retreating, so Urk is pretty much saved, I'd say. The game might prove me wrong, though. Now, that green unit does have a chance to heal Sarah, but it's not 100% because, as we saw in the Rondo of Madness video, the AI is very wonky at times. And Lynn is running low on health. That's not good. Sane certainly isn't, though. Jeez. So we can break this door down. Those enemies, I presume they're still retreating because they kind of have low health. would be silly if they could just turn around and attack. More of them are going to spawn on the next turn, though. Let's see here. I had to bring Oswin out there. Otherwise, this is so bad. Oh, I know what to do. Let's see, speed is going to be 3. Speed 3, speed 3. Let me check con. Weight 10, con 14. Alright, Lynn's safe. I don't want to take the chance of her getting hit by the archer. That is all. Archer is 1 point short of one-rounding the shaman, which is very, very unfortunate. You could say it's a shame. N. If I ever use that pun in another chapter, please downvote me for it. Let's see. Sarah can't take another hit. It's unfortunate. I wish the green NPC had healed her. We can at least get rid of these girls. It's up to chance, I guess. Dodge it. Okay, good. I'm acting like Marky Joe now. I shouldn't be doing that, even though it does seem to help. I shouldn't have even been worried about damage. Thank you! That is a useful heal. Alright, what do we do now? We need to pull all of the enemies out there. So let's see. They do 10 damage to Sane. They do like 6 damage to Marcus here. Let's trade Marcus the... Well, I want to make sure that he'll be able to sit on the... Well, actually, 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's fine. Let's just trade him the good stuff. Equip. Heal. I am really optimizing my turn here. We'll have Sane come in to swoop in and finish them at a later time. Lowen can get around to here. Yeah, they're just 1 point away from Lowen and Bartray are 1 point away from one-rounding a bandit together. Let's see here. Now, the archer can't get around to this fort, so Lynn's safe to be dropped there. I guess I'll heal Urk here. Still gotta deal with archers. You can see that this is actually causing a fair amount of stress here, but it's also causing a fair amount of tedium because of all the enemies you have to inevitably punch through to get anywhere. Because I'm not killing the enemies faster than they respawn. But fortunately with Marcus that might change. And the big trouble here is Hannah, because 15 damage... Like, even with Marcus doubling her, we have to do something about the fact that she can do so much damage. And all these brigands, they keep coming in. Maybe you really do need to use all of your units together and use them well. I should have given these guys vulneraries to make everything go quicker. Now, I'm going to make a save state here because I've been playing for 25 minutes and I don't want to lose anything. So, save state. And I guess, you know, let's see if we can kill Hannah, I guess. It's all or nothing. Oh, that was lucky. There's a bit of luck required to do that. You know, I technically didn't load state, so I think it's totally okay to have at least made the save state there, because I didn't load it. It's me abusing a technicality right there. Now that Urk can one-round these guys, I think leaving him there is relatively safe. Maybe one of them will try to shoot Matthew instead. This phase is going okay. Oh, that was an unlucky hit, but it's not going to happen twice. Yeah, I'm just asking for it, aren't I? So one of them did go after Matthew. Oh, it's not going to matter, though. We might have to say goodbye to Urk. Or not. This is good. Okay, so we can stop the respawning archers at last. We can take one extra turn. But the archer's going to be in range of Urk. Or not. I could go on the village. Or the house, rather. These houses are all visitable, but I have no idea what is actually in any of them anymore. I've long forgotten. Which probably means I could remind myself. Alright, so is Lynn good to go? Maybe a little bit more time on the fort there. These guys, on the other hand, I need to, like, get them out of trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna take this guy out right now because that's my only real chance to do it. Unfortunate, but true. If we lose Sarah, it's not completely hopeless. Can Sane do anything out here? He's got a sword. All those guys are crowding around the... Yeah, it's real annoying. Okay. Alright, so we lost Sarah. But we captured that mace. We can move on with the rest of the chapter. And it's high time I made progress. Because I can't just be going through so much without a hint of progress. And you need a key for the door eventually, so that's either Marcus's door key or Matthew. If you lose both of these, then the chapter is pretty much unwinnable. I don't think there's any way you can... Oh yeah, I forgot about this event too. Look at these guys. Hilarious, huh? That's like the 4th time I've used that character. I should have put Denning in my RageFest 5 submission, because he's appeared in every submission up to this point. And now we have an FE6 character, who demands to have the doors opened. This is good. No, I'm only joking, it's not good. Alright, so we need to move fast. So at this point you've got a bunch of Denning archers, like an army of Denning is just the logical extreme here. I wanted them to be able to open these using door keys, but for some reason their AI won't let them use door keys, I guess. I don't know what's going on there. Shauna here at least has a Delphi shield, so she's not completely hopeless, and I left Rebecca back there for good reason. Not that Rebecca is particularly good against a bunch of Dennings, but you've got to have at least something up there. Like, otherwise this is going to turn into... You know, you're going to probably lose the chapter because Eliwood gets killed. He gets killed very easily up there. Let's get rid of this archer. And now we need to get Matthew all the way down there because he's the only one capable of using the door key. So yeah, this could take a while. And we have to do something about these guys too, or else Sane is going to bite the dust. And I can't really afford to lose anybody else past this point. But I have 4 units. And Lowen's doubling stuff now, so that's very nice. He's a double stuff. He's a double stuffed Oreo. Nah. I don't... Wow, that really came from out of nowhere, didn't it? Just double stuffed Oreo. What am I thinking? Please hurt that guy. Oh, jeez, that's going to get capped. I'm going to lose that base if the enemy doesn't kill on this next turn, so we've got a coin toss going here. Okay, that's good. NPC is pulling his weight. Alright, so that's all done. Now we really need to get these guys healed. Lowen's fine, so he can probably advance and start mowing down enemies. He's doubling now, which is pretty impressive. Can either of you block well enough here? I think you can, actually. I'll just push you guys through. No, I don't want to visit any of the houses. We should be able to get Matthew all the way over to that door, like, with good timing. Even with these guys losing HP every second, we should be able to punch through these guys, because some of them are stuck in healing mode, so not all of them will be able to fight back. I just hope we can fight back against Denning here, because flying units don't get the terrain bonuses of that pillar. Oh, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Okay, good. That was not good. He had a chance to die. Okay, Hector, you get out of there. I don't want you anywhere near those guys anymore. I don't want another incident like that to happen. Let's, do that. Erk's low on health too, so I gotta be careful of that. You can see that this chapter has the potential to cause a lot of stress. Just gotta keep on trucking. I can stall these guys for a little while here. Should I equip the javelin? I think I will. I'll just equip it and sit there. Same over here. They'll at least stall for a little while. And we only need them to stall for long enough. Wow, this is really unfortunate luck for Dorcas. Alright, Shauna, show me what you got. Whoa! Oh, that's not good. I didn't want a crit there. Because now she takes another hit and she survives one less turn. She'll survive for one less turn now. Oh, but she has vulneraries, right? No, she doesn't! Oh my goodness, what was I thinking? None of these guys have vulneraries. I feel like I am playing FE7 again, because none of these guys have any sort of vulnerary whatsoever. I need enemy phase. I need to punch through all of these guys in so little time. Oh my goodness. Dorcas, get out of there. Oswin can do that. Get rid of that. Oh. These guys, they have to survive long enough for Matthew to get all the way over there. How are they going to do that? I really need to leave somebody up there if I have to do this over again, and I'm probably going to have to do this over again. Oh, that's lucky. That's one lucky dodge. And that's two! Oh, but she misses 2 times. I'm starting to wonder about these guys. I'm starting to wonder about my own luck. Alright, so we can get through you. And we can stop them from spawning by doing this. What turn is it? Actually, that's really good. This is perfect. That was probably not the best move. Get rid of you. Lyn can handle these guys no problem. Start healing Urk. I'll situate him here. And, I guess there's not really anything I can do here except hope for another one of those crits. 1 in 10 shot. No, it's not happening. Maybe that will, set one of them to retreat mode, though. Alright, so that's another chamber captured. And Rebecca can take one more turn against those guys. Miss, please? Nope, not happening. One more cutscene for the road. Yeah, it does make perfect sense. The moneymonger leading the moneymen. And a tech skip. Wow, a tech skip. I've made that joke so many times. It's just one of my staples, and I don't know why. I sound nothing like Tony J. And now for a really dumb game mechanic related joke. Yeah, let's just roll with it. Everything is fine. This is more of me trying to fit all of the submissions into one big continuity. That desperate struggle. Yes, another reference. I'm just referring to all of them. Alright, so it's my turn again. Yeah, you can see why I wanted that to happen on turn 20, because the turn 19, because the enemies just spawned again. Alright, I guess we have to just sit there and hope. Just get a little bit of hope out there, because it would be really bad if I came this far only to lose. Then again, considering my track record with holding things together, it would be very typical to lose this late in the game. Okay, we just need to pull the enemies out here. And Matthew has to get to this door! Why did I waste the door key up here? Okay, pro tip for anybody playing this. Save the door key for here. Just do it. There's no way this is going to be good enough. Yeah, but having gone this far, I might just... Yeah, she's dead. And now they're gonna go after the... Oh, if they go after the captains first, that actually buys me a bit more time. So this might actually work after all. But they can't just sit here and buy time forever. I mean, how do you buy time? Like, never mind. So let's mop up these enemies. Oh, good crit. Good level, too. So Sane can move forward, Bartrade's gonna pull back and heal. Hector can Hector defend against these guys? They've got 11 attack. Hector has 8 defense. So he could probably do something, I'm just not sure what. Oh, one of them's attacking Eliwood now, but he heals back a little bit every turn. Oh, that's helpful. Thank you, green unit. Let's see, he doesn't have a javelin. What turn is it? Okay, good. We can capture this thing, get rid of all the enemies, and then we just have to deal with Farina herself, who is not impossible to deal with. It's just, I may have to sacrifice a unit or two. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Should I just have everyone pull back up there? Because there's another thing that happens that I want to not have to deal with. Oswin, you go up. Dorks can heal one more. Ellie was actually pretty good at dodging too, so maybe I was worried for nothing, but it was pretty worrisome. Okay, so that's dealt with. Next turn we'll unlock the door. Did I make it so that Marcus dying causes a game over? Because I don't think I did, but you kind of need Marcus alive. Let's just pull everybody back and try and get to Eliwood, because he needs defenses for something coming up. Let's see if I can get these guys to hit Hector instead. And if they go after the armor still, then that's fine too. I mean, that's mostly fine still. Mostly. Maybe this will get one of them to retreat. Okay, so unlock that. Now we deal with Farina, who is not that hard to kill. It's just that you have to be worried about what she does in return for all the damage you put on her. I don't think she can get any crits. I don't think her luck is that high. Yeah, actually this is really, really easy. In fact, Marcus has a javelin too. I forgot the javelin. Anyhow, Farina has, she has Nurgle's death quote, of course. Right, so now everybody just needs to get back to Eliwood as soon as possible. Yeah, I should probably make a save state here, because I don't want to lose progress. This is a Let's Play, I don't want to lose progress, and this chapter is so long, you would normally be able to save if this were like an official game anyways. Yeah, she was. Look. Oh no, Eliwood's taking so much damage. Oh jeez. You know what? This might be completely unwinnable because... Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I'll just roll with the cutscene and worry about it later. This cutscene's long, by the way. So you remember that playthrough I did of the corruption of Roy? Uh-huh. You know, I was originally going to make a Wolt come in here instead of Shauna. I wish I did that now. because the enemy phase is next, and he's sitting right there. This is another flaw that I kind of thought about long after I had... Oh geez, Hector's right over there too, and him dying causes a game over. Yeah, this is a really bad design choice. I apologize to everyone who was ever killed by this if they decided to play it. Because there should really be another player phase here. But after these two have their shots, Roy gets a free shot at Elliewood. That gets captured. And, yeah. I had no chance there. So it's a good thing I made that save state. Reload. Now, can I RNG abuse here? This is the one time I'm going to abuse the RNG. I just need you to dodge this one shot. Point taken. Yeah, you got a crit there too, huh? Because if he gets a crit, then it's instantly over, and like you have no chance to do a thing about it. Unless you, like, send somebody up there in order to just, you know, tank the hit. Or, like, tank the death. You know, I normally don't use cheat codes in my Let's Plays, but... Oh, actually, at 13 hit points, he would have a chance. No, 16. 16 damage. Jeez, he needs to be at full health. What was I thinking? Okay, I'm gonna... Like, this is actually really terrible anyways, so I'm going to do some hex editing and be right back. Alright, so input the codebreaker code. This little gadget will make it so that it is always the player phase. Let's hope that works. Good, good. Yeah, you deserve a turn, at least one chance to get out of here. So, I guess I will turn the code off now, and just roll with it from there. So now you have to kill Roy. Now, it should be clear, from how many times I died to him, that, you know, this might be a little bit more difficult than you realize. But as long as Elliewood pulls away and uses his elixir, you can get out pretty safely, and I'm going to have Hector come with him. Because for some reason Hector decided to be all the way up there. I don't know why I did that. Now he's in danger of being killed as well. So we'll just let them take that base. And Roy will probably distract himself with the other NPC units, giving us a better shot at escaping. The idea is to have Elliewood escape through here. And even though there's a sniper denning in the way, he never moves. So what you can do is... Just, I gotta move everybody into their positions. So what you can do is have Elliewood escape through this door here. And that's the end of that guy. Now we're gonna start seeing enemies come out of those rooms. You can open the door, have Elliewood just sit there, maybe even use somebody else to kill this denning. There's chests with gold, I think, but unless Matthew gets all the way back up there again, that's never going to be useful. These guys should get their health back, because we're going to need them to deal with Roy. Roy is probably going to come through here, and you can deal with him in whatever manner you please. You can use whatever units happen to be in his way at that time. They're just going to take those bases. We don't really need to worry. We'll just pull Eliwood out here so that he's not in any more danger, and we'll leave Hector to guard the way out. Please hit. Please get a hit. Just one. Just one is fine. Eliwood can deal the other hit that you need. Alright, so we just gotta wait for Roy to get down here. And here's what kind of enemies you can look forward to if these bases get captured, by the way. Myrmidons from here, soldiers from the other two. Whatever. Yeah, that is actually a really bad design thing to do, to have Roy just pile up there, have a free shot, player can't do anything. I really should have let, I really should have had there just be another player phase after that. But, you know, I'm not even sure how Mark managed to deal with this, to be honest. I guess he got extremely lucky, or he managed to have somebody block. Roy. I don't know what Roy is even gonna do. Dorcas isn't gonna do a thing against him. So we need Urk to get out there, and we need Sane and Lowen to get out there. We need Marcus to get out there, too. It looks like Roy is headed towards the right. On the right side, I've almost reached 1 hour of recording footage, so it's not like this is going to be some 7-part odyssey or something. No, he's actually headed over to the left now, so... yeah, whatever. Oswin will have to do. I think the Myrmidon is going to move first. Yeah, the Myrmidon did move first. And now Aeon's back. Things aren't looking too good. Roy's gonna hit Oswin with that rapier, so this has the potential to turn ugly, depending on what the rapier does to us. He could land a crit, and that's obviously not a good thing. Hector is now doubling Dennings. I wish I had handed off that javelin to somebody. Like this, I have one javelin use, and it's probably going to be very important that I use it. Alright, Roy, show me what you got. Oh! Yeah, that would... I guess I should let that stand. Dorcas has a slim chance of getting a hit there. He could go after the green unit first, though. In fact, he has to go after either Lyn or the green unit. So... I think we might be okay. I can still retreat people because Roy has terrible movement power. So, leave Hector there. He's not doing nothing now. Never really seen this kind of thing happen in a playthrough of this, to be honest. Okay, so he did definitely go after the green unit, which is good because now we have the forts to use against him. Still not that good. Can Lyn do anything? If she gets a lucky crit, then it's over. Let's save state and hope I don't have to load state. That's one hit. Well, I see Roy took damage along the way somehow, so that's good. And Orc finishes him. Okay, that's good. Hey, Shauna, didn't you die? Kermit the Frog reference. Hey, it's me, everybody! This is kind of the avatar that kind of spawned out of that project I was involved with Marky Joe in for a little while before he canned it. But this portrait came out of it, so I guess that makes it all worth it. We've got 4 minutes left before the 1 hour mark. I did work hard. And then this glitch happens. I don't really know why. It might be just that there's too many graphics being loaded from too many places at once. This was made when Fire Emblem Fates was being announced, by the way. In the future, money is not important because weapons don't break in Fates, and I still don't know the reason why. Actually, I know the reason why, but they don't. Casual mode, dragon veins, no weapon weight. The future does suck. You can tell I have a very cynical opinion of the 3DS Fire Emblems, but whatever. Yeah, I need a bottle of elixir after that. So that's Emblem Warriors. It's probably either this or the Ragefest 5 submission are probably the best ones that I've ever produced. Well, besides Rondo of Madness, I guess. So anyways, I don't know when I'm gonna play the Ragefest 5 submission because the contest... Well, actually, the results of the contest were announced. I didn't win a thing. So I guess you can look forward to my Ragefest 5 submission playthrough by me coming soon to a YouTube video near you.